Hello class 7, welcome back to my class. Today we are going to continue the chapter reproduction in plants. But this is going to be a little bit different. Different? Yes, because we are going to understand this chapter along with the practical explanation. Till now we have understood that what is reproduction? It is continuation of the species. We have read two types of reproduction in plants, asexual and sexual reproduction in plants. Along with that, we have read how fertilization occurs. With that, we have also read about the structure of a flower. Today we are going to dissect or understand different parts of a bisexual flower, for which I have taken a hibiscus flower. This is also called China rose, and its scientific name is Hibiscus rosa sinensis. It is a bisexual flower. When I am using the term bisexual, what does it mean? It means that it contains both sexual female part, that is style, and ovary is inside it, protected by sepals and petals, and stigma. And why it is called bisexual? Because it also has male part. This is stamen, including the anthers. Okay, we will dissect it very simply, and I am going to use very simple 2 or 3 things so that you can also perform it at your home. That is one scissor, okay, one forceps, and one plate. You might not be having microscope, but let me show you this device. It is called microscope. It is used to see the magnified image of the objects, whatever we want to see. Basic structure, this is eyepiece from where we will see. This is objective lens, and this plate-like structure is stage on which we keep our slide. Slide is this, on which we will keep the dissected part. Okay, like I have already made one slide. I have taken the male part, this is stamen and anther, and I have kept it on the slide. You can see very minute structure is there. Okay, one ovules, or you can say ovaries, transactional longitudinal section I have taken in this. Okay, and I will show you the magnified image of this particular also. Okay, so how to dissect the flower? First we will remove these petals and sepals. Why they are present if their role is not in reproduction? They are present to protect the delicate parts of the flower, which is ovary, okay, or the reproductive part of the flower, you can see. We will remove first sepals. Okay, you can remove it with your hand also, but I am removing it with forceps. Okay, I have removed the sepals. Okay, sepals are also called, yes, calyx, and these petals are called corolla. They are brightly colored so as they can attract the insects. Why to attract? They will attract for the pollination. Now I am going to remove these petals as well. After removing the petals, you can see the swollen basal portion of the flower, which is what? Which is a ovary. Now you can simply see the male and female part. The female part includes from stigma to the ovary, including this style. And this is the male part, the yellow along with the filament. This yellow is anther, bilobed anther, which contains a number of pollen grains which are very minute in size. Okay, if you want to see this, style. So before that, I want to show you the stigma. This is a stigma. Okay, this is very sticky so that it can stick the pollen grain over it. Okay, if you want to see this style, we can simply tear from the middle like this. Okay, and now you can see the tube stigma. We need needle for doing this, but I am doing in such a way so that the things which are available at your place, you can also perform this at your home. You have to fold it like this. Once you will fold it, the style will come up and you can easily catch it. Okay, now I have got it. Are you able to see this one? Just think about it. This is also so, small. Not small basically, I should say. So thin. And inside it the pollen tubes germinate, which reaches to the ovary. Okay, it goes up to the ovary. Now this portion is your ovary. It goes up to the ovary. In ovary, what happened? The egg cell is also present, which is being fertilized by the male gametes which are coming from the pollen tube. Okay, this is the ovary. Now we will take the longitudinal section and we can see the ovules present in it. Now I have taken the longitudinal section. You can see in this diagram how it looks. Okay, and it contains number of ovules. After the fertilization, means I have told you the male and female gamete will fuse. After the fertilization, what will happen? The ovary will develop into a fruit and the ovules will develop into a seed. This is very simple dissection of the flower. Okay, so what you have learned for dissecting the flower, before dissecting the flower you need to understand flowers categorized into two parts, unisexual or bisexual. Unisexual means incomplete, one sex is present. Bisexual yani complete flower, both sexes are present in the same flower. Okay, first we will remove the sepals, then petal means calyx and corolla. Then after we will be tearing the style from the middle. You can say that portion of the flower is very delicate, you need to do it so sharp. You can use needle also, then you will bring it out. You will see that contains the pollen tube, means the pollen tube will grow inside that, which will reach to where? To the ovary, where the fertilization will take place, which will lead to the formation of fruit and seeds. This is how the fertilization takes place in the flower. This was the practical explanation of the chapter. I hope you must have understood. Keep reading. Without reading books, you cannot understand it well. Reading a book is the most essential part of learning. Thank you everyone.